What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today I'm going to be talking about ticker symbol TSLA. I actually found something rather interesting within this, and I'm going to share it with you guys more towards the later part of this video, so make sure that you stay towards the later part of this video. But before we hop in and cover the technical analysis for Tesla tomorrow and cover what happened today, drop a like down on this video, hit that subscribe button, make sure that you ring that bell for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help me reach out here within YouTube, because I'm apparently currently in a fight with the YouTube algorithm over it liking me for some reason. It was liking me for a while, and now I need to beat it back and tell it to like me again, kind of thing. So make sure that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell too. So let's go ahead and hop into the chart. So overall for the day, Tesla was down 2.51%. The huge thing is it broke through several levels of support. It broke through the support that it had here around 690, which is a huge, I should say 692. Come on, where are we at? 692. So 692 is one of the points that I take a look at for Tesla, and I say once it gets down below 692, I normally put a put on Tesla, because it tends to be very, very quick moving to the downside. Because the next point that it really touches is around 675, which is all the way down here, is 675. And then on the top side of it, we do have 700. Anytime that it really gets above 700, I normally put a call on Tesla, because it has a good range that can run normally above $700. So those are our three supports that I need to draw in here. The huge thing is we opened at 704.40 and we essentially just sold all the way off. Now, the huge thing that you got to keep in mind is Tesla did have technically a good earnings call, but it wasn't well received by Wall Street, which means that if you don't meet Wall Street's desires in the way that you want, kind of thing, because of you're getting a lot of money from your credits and you sold some Bitcoin to prove that it was liquidity and all that kind of stuff, Wall Street's gonna look at you and be like, no, without your credits and without your Bitcoin, you wouldn't have been a profitable business. So no, we don't care if you beat your earnings and all that kind of stuff. And the way that you beat it, no, it's not good, kind of thing. So really annoying thing by Wall Street, but it's how Wall Street is, sadly. The huge thing is we pretty much sold all the way off to our intraday low of 668.50. Now, I didn't place a put on Tesla today. Well, I did place one on Tesla today, but I didn't place it on this ride down, sadly. But the huge thing is we had a nice rip back up. We did get close to 680, which is our next technical line of support, if you want to say. So I'm going to draw that in here. 680. So we did top around 684, and then we sold off into the close. Now, I did buy a put towards close, and I'm going to tell you why here in a second. But the huge thing is we're essentially blown out here on the RSI and after hours. We're all the way down to 670.88. So Tesla, remember, it's a high beta stock. So when Wall Street doesn't like something, it's going to really feel the ramifications of it, and it's going to go down very, very quickly. So keep that in mind. So let's hop out here to the 5-day time frame and really take a look at Tesla. So you can see we had our high point all the way back, not all the way back here, but we had one of our high points of 749, and then we've essentially been selling off all the way, which really isn't a good thing for the stock. I mean, we had a day of consolidation, and then we sold off today and really have hit our low. Once Tesla really gets below 660, it starts getting very slippery very quickly. But the huge thing is as each time Tesla keeps dipping, it forms a little bit more and more resistance, and eventually it's just going to hit its it's going to hit its support, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to go back up, because it just gets really hard. That's the reason why you normally don't see Tesla down at like 591. But if we hop out here to the 1 month time frame, this is a huge time frame that I want to cover. Is we have our high here at 786, so we had a really nice run in, and then we've essentially sold just off. Now, we are below our 200-day moving average, we are below our 60-day EMA, and we are below technically our 15-day EMA, which is not good. We are definitely in very bullish territory. The thing that I want to point out here is the RSI is definitely overblown. You're oversold here on the RSI. So we do have a bearish indicator here on the MACD. So what we might have is we might have a little bit more of a bearish day tomorrow, but eventually Tesla's going to bounce, because it can't go down much further before it hits zero, because we're sitting here at what? 27.28 on the RSI, which is a really huge deal. So honestly, Tesla can't go down that much further. In my personal opinion, let's hop out here to the day chart. Huge thing is we still have the 200-day moving average hooking in the upwards direction. We are technically trading above, we're trading at our 60-day. No, we're trading below our 60-day moving average and our 15-day moving average. So we are technically in very bearish territory. We do have the crossover here on the day chart for bearish confirmation, and we're headed back towards the equilibrium and crossing back over it, which would be which would be bearish. And then we do have our RSI sitting here at 44.64. Now, I'm going to hop in and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did today on the options chain because it was actually really, really interesting. So I was looking at the options chain for tomorrow. Keep in mind, this is tomorrow. And I was looking at the options chain because normally on Thursday, there's not really that many outstanding options. And the huge thing that I saw wasn't on the call side, it was on the put side. And it was at the 650 price mark. And the huge thing you see here, you have your open interest, which means that contract is still open. It hasn't been filled or hasn't been sold back to essentially the market maker or whatever you want to call it. So the huge thing is on the calls, we definitely don't have a lot here. But if we take a look here at the puts, I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to bring this to, bring it to 30 actually, because this will really help you guys see it. And then I'm going to only put the puts on here so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. If you guys can't see this, let me know down in the comment section below. But the huge thing is the short interest here at 650 on Tesla is 11,466. And this all came in within the last 10 minutes of the market being open. Keep that in mind. This is huge. And this tells me, this kind of like ticked a little symbol off in my head. Now, I bought a 640 put, I believe. Yeah, I bought a 640 put, but I bought it for next week versus this week because I didn't want Theta to eat me a new one kind of thing. Because anybody who's buying one of these and is swinging it into tomorrow, Theta is going to just tear them a new one and they're not going to like it. But the huge thing is 11,466. That is a lot of open interest. We already have 8,000 here at 680 that is in the money. We have 11,000 here at 650. So this kind of made me scratch my head and I was like, all right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little conservative. I'm going to play a put out of the money, at 640, but I bought it when the stock was 670. So I'm going to definitely start seeing the benefit. If Tesla goes to 650 tomorrow and all these go in, oh boy, it's going to be one of those things of Tesla might quickly, if it hits 650, it might quickly, rapidly go down because this is a lot of short open interest that is on the stock. And I'm not going to lie, I did put this put on here, and I definitely think it is a play that is going to be interesting. It's either going to either print me tendies or it's going to burn me kind of thing. I do have a day trade, so if it does go south very quickly, I can just get rid of the contract and minimize my risk. Because remember, when you use options, you want to minimize your risk as much as possible. Have your target of where you want to be, where you want to get to, and then have your risk tolerance. So essentially, how much money are you willing to lose before you say, okay, nope, I'm done, I'm out kind of thing. So you got to keep that in mind with these things. But really, that made things really interesting. And I wanted to point this out because it definitely is something that's going to make my head scratch tomorrow. And I want to make this video because I want to see if I'm correct. Hopefully tomorrow I am correct. And Tesla goes down to 650. Sorry for all of you guys who are holding calls and essentially shares kind of thing and don't want it to go down. I do want it to go down because I think this would be huge kind of thing. And I think this is something that's a very like head scratcher kind of thing because it did come in at the very last second, which is huge. But anyways, that's all that I got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop a comment down below. Also remember, I do have my Webull referral link down below. You do get 2 free stocks when you join Webull. one when your account's approved, and then another when you deposit $100 on the platform. And I do get a free stock as well, and it's a great way to support the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.